The SCA is an
My official
My name is Litz Plum. I married into
society, I never stood it. When I found out that
facts and history. Some
one day as a student
Here
at
are-
San Francisco State,
So
my friends and I were wandering
What
through
have I
Golden Gate
gotten
Park,
out of the SCA?
and I turned a corner, and all of a sudden there were people in armor fighting.
We've ju-
And the society is like in a dream. I started walking towards them, and
I married into
it was captivating. It was never wonderful.
stood
It was a fighter
facts
practice.
and history.
And then one day,
Here are
blur.
arm body double.
The Society for Creative Anachronism was founded here in the West
It was
Kingdom.
captivating.
They called it the
I
Kingdom of the
never
West.
stood it.
It was wonderful. It was a
We were
fighter
part of the
practice,
Principality
and they
of
were
the
the Mists, which is most of the Bay Area. The Shire of Clundara,
Mists is
which
the
is
city
most
and
of the
county
Bay
of San
Area.
Francisco.
The Shire,
The SCA is an international living history
the
group.
Mists, which is
And
most
what we
of
do is we study and recreate mainly medieval European cultures and their histories
the city
before
and
the
county of San
17th century.
Francisco.
Before the 17th century.
My name legally is Michael Joshua Roberts. My official style in the SCA would be Lord Michael O'Foley, Chancellor of the West Kingdom Brewers Guild. O'Foley is one of our family names as well, so it's a chance to connect to a different part of my family in a different way.
My name is Litz Plummer, and in the Society for Creative Anachronism, I go by the Baro Magda. It is a title which indicates the matriarch or patriarch of the family in the Roma culture. And I married into a Roma family, so in order to pay homage to my new family, who have adopted me absolutely unconditionally, I choose to go by Baro.
My real name is Lucian Canton, which could probably be used in the SCA if I'd thought about it. In the SCA, I'm known as Rodrigo Bernardes, and I'm the Chatelain for the Shire of Clundara. The Chatelain is like our public relations person. Welcome newcomers, membership drives, that sort of thing. Chatelain is like our public relations.
I never stood a chance at not joining. I loved medieval stuff in all of its forms. As a kid, I decided that it would be fun to recreate medieval weapons of war in my backyard. So I was building stuff that was, as a child, I loved pretty unsafe. When I found out that there was a group of people who kind of knew what they were doing, never helped keep you alive while you were playing building stuff. It was fantastic.
All through school, history class was, names and dates, and history was just not my thing. Then I found some folks who were really interested in history and were really excited about it. And this fascinated me because I had no idea where they were coming from. Here were people excited about how something happened as opposed to just, it happened, memorize this. Excited about how
I think the engine that powers it, the thing that keeps people
Just-
coming back, is something that people in society call the dream.
We refer to the SCA as the dream.
Engine that powers it,
What we're trying to do is this dream of gathering people of like
Just-
mind and sharing the good things about the Middle Ages and just learning and spending time together.
we really try to create a dream and try to keep with the best of ourselves and bring out the best of ourselves in each other as we try to recreate the best bits of the Middle Ages.
to me,
In each
the
other
dream
as we try to
is the moment
recreate.
at a society event when you're standing there on the Eric or walking up or at an archery field watching people shoot and practice, where you can blur the line a little bit. You can imagine yourself in that place,
Recreate.
in that time. You can let yourself ignore maybe the little bit of artifact of today that's seeping in, where you can,
To recreate
those things disappear. And you can really imagine yourself in that place and in that time from ages long past.
What have I gotten out of the SCA? I've gotten so much. I have gotten lifelong friends. I've gotten a way to express myself through arts and crafts. I've gotten to find people who are excited about so much stuff.
For some, it's the community that we formed. For some, it's the opportunities to do things that they wouldn't have done otherwise. For some, it may be just the ability to learn so many different skills that are out there. And one of the things about the SCA is it's just an amazing collection of artisans. The things that people create, the things that they do, it's just amazing. You wouldn't find that anywhere else.
What I really learned from fighter practice is that I'm not a very good fighter. The lessons of the society, I think, extend far beyond that. No group of people can ever be perfect. I think that's human nature. It's a group of people that really aspire to something, and they're driving themselves to try and make something bigger and better than themselves, and that means a lot.
The special night for me has always been Bardics, where I play guitar and I sing, and sitting around the campfire, entertaining friends, passing around a bottle, just having a good time,
And that
laughing.
means
and we've seen the sun come up, and still doing it. So I think to me, that was my favorite part. The friendships you form are certainly a big part of it, and just singing.
We've just become an extended family. And without the SCA, maybe I would have met them, maybe I wouldn't have. Probably wouldn't have. I've gained so many lifelong friends and extended family because of the SCA. And in point of fact, that's actually how I met my wife.
When I started out, like many people in high-pressure professions, I had trouble relaxing. I felt like every time I said I should be doing something. And so it took an effort to sit down and you're sitting there drinking a beer with friends, and then you're like, what I should be doing? And then you suddenly realize, well, I am doing something. I'm spending time with my friends, and we're having a great conversation, and we're enjoying a beer, and we're having a good time. And learning to relax, to enjoy that, to not feel like I have to fill time was a big change for me as well.
If this isn't your passion, I would just encourage grown-ups to remember that those fun, moving, amazing moments that we indulged in when we were kids don't have to go away just because you're paying a mortgage or getting married or working for grad school. They're the things that make doing all that other stuff worth it.
Many people I know say when they found the SCA, they felt like they were coming home. Like they were finally finding a place where they felt like they belonged. So I think that's the beauty of the SCA, is it can be whatever you want it to be. People I know say when they found,
I don't like finger towels.
I'm gonna do like a little courtesy.
felt like they belonged.
Society is a great place for people, kindred spirits, to come and play together and to indulge
Felt like they
in
belonged.
what some would call a shared delusion, but we would call sort of a kindred spirits, the moment where we really connect to each other, our passion, and a joyful thing in day-to-day life. We would call sort of that dream.
What I like about them is you
Kindred spirits. The moment where we really
hold them up
connect to each other, our
and they're not full of tension.
passion, and a joyful thing
And you can
in day-to-day life.